Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss our next chapter of economics book, the sectors of Indian economy. Let us learn the chapter, the sectors of Indian economy. Human beings are engaged in various economic activities. Some of these are activities providing goods and some others are producing services. Now these activities are happening around us every minute as we speak. Now, how do we understand these activities? We can understand by these classification. We can understand by classification. We can classify these activities on the basis of nature of work, and it can be primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector. नेचर ऑफ द वर्क के बेस पे इसे आगे थ्री पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर दिया गया. वन इज प्राइमरी सेक्टर, सेकेंड इज सेकेंडरी सेक्टर एंड टर्शियरी सेक्टर. देन वी कैन क्लासीफाई दीज एक्टिविटी ऑन द नेचर ऑफ एम्प्लॉयमेंट. नेचर ऑफ एम्प्लॉयमेंट बेस्ड इट कैन बी ऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर एंड अनऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर. देन it is nature of the ownership. Based on the ownership, it can be public sector and private sector. When I see a sector, I refer to a group of activities. So what about primary sector, which is the first? This include many activities like a mining, agriculture, forestry and fishing. Mining, we extract minerals and processes. In agriculture, we grow different types of crops. In forestry, forest gives us so many products apart from the wood, that is timber, etc. In fishing, we get protein rich fish. So what are we doing? Here we produce goods by exploiting nature. It is activity of the primary sector, that is known as the agricultural sector. तो क्या है कि we produce goods by exploiting nature. It is an activity of the agricultural sector या primary sector. Then comes the secondary sector. Now whatever we happen to the given secondary sector, now whatever we happen to get in the primary sector, as per the process, like in the mines we extract minerals, like in the mines we extract minerals and the making metal out of it, and from metal we can make automobile. In the agricultural land we grow cotton and from that we made in textile. In the forestry we grow timber and from timber we make furniture. Again in the field we grow sugarcane and from that finally we get sugar. In all these activities we take the raw material and process it. So the secondary sector covers activities in which natural products are changed into the other forms. It is done through ways of manufacturing that known as the industrial activities or secondary activities. कि किसी भी चीज़ को हम जब कोई प्रोसेस के थ्रू अदर फॉर्म्स में चेंज कर देते हैं तो जो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग है, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग एक्टिविटी अंडर द सेकेंडरी एक्टिविटी, दैट इज़ नोन एज द इंडस्ट्रियल एक्टिविटी. देन वी कम टू द tertiary sector. Tertiary sector are the activities that help in the development of the primary and secondary sector, because whether is a agriculture and industry activity, they require transport, they required banking, they required communication, and all the people who work that they require medical facilities, education and so more. So these activities generate service rather than goods, they are called the service sector and known as the tertiary sector and service sector. Now let us compare the three sectors with each other. तो ये ग्राफ देखेंगे आप, सी द ग्राफ कंपेयरिंग द थ्री सेक्टर, प्राइमरी, सेकेंडरी एंड tertiary. One hand we have primary sector where we practice here agricultural activities and produce many agricultural products, that in mines which give use minerals, fishing gives us fish, and forestry which gives us timber. On the other hand, industrial comes in secondary sector which gives us manufacturing or processing. Then it is tertiary sector. In tertiary sector, that is transportation, medical education and banking facilities. Now all the three sectors are interdependent on each other. If I take the first one, primary, here agriculture require tools and equipments. We have come from the secondary sector. Secondary sector, so secondary from mining again require machines, that has come from the secondary sector. For forest cutting of trees, again machines are required, again cutting equipments are required. All these are depend upon the secondary sector. Similarly, once they are produced, they have to reach the final destination. Similarly, once they are produced, they have to reach the final destination. They may have to industry, they may have to reach the customers. There it is transportation that help. When it is manufacturing and processing work, they require raw material. They comes from agricultural, or that comes from mines, or that comes from the fishing, or that comes from the forestry. Then again manufacturing, processing, industries all required transportations, because raw material has brought their finished products, have go to the market. People have to come there work. Then the people require medical facilities, education, banking, insurance. So we understand all three sectors interdependent. All three sectors are interdependent in each other. Now the various production activities in primary, secondary and tertiary sector produce a very large number of goods and services. And also three sectors have a large number of people working them to produce goods and services. So our next topic, see how much goods and services are produced and how many people are working in each sector. Now in economy, one or more sector which are dominant in terms of total products and employed, while other sectors are relatively small in size. So to understand how much goods and services are produced, we need to understand GDP. Now we have seen that economic activities are made up of primary, secondary and tertiary sector. When we find the total money values, all the goods and services from all the three sectors, it is known as the GDP. कि total money values all the goods and services from all the three sectors, it is known as the GDP. So what is GDP and how do we count the various goods and service? तो GDP क्या है? GDP is a monetary measures of the market value of all final goods and services produced in a period. It is a sum of primary, secondary and tertiary that is equal to GDP. Now, economics suggests that the values of goods and services should be used rather than adding up the actual number, and not every good or services that is produces and sold needs to be counted. Only final goods and services should be included. Let us understand. Supposing our country, एक एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं हम, इसमें एग्जाम्पल के थ्रू हम इसको क्लियर करते हैं. लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड. सपोजिंग आवर कंट्री प्रोड्यूसिंग कोकोनट्स, and this just an example. We have 5,000 coconuts and they are produced and sold at 10 rupees each piece. What give the total money back? It is going to be 50,000 rupees. Similarly, we can see second example. In our NCERT book, we have wheat and it is 10,000 kg sold at the price of the 8 rupees per kg. The value of wheat will be 80,000 rupees. So we need to take production. So we need to take precaution that not every goods and services produced is to be counted. We need to look and count only the final goods and services. Let us understand with an example. We have wheat. We have got wheat 8 rupees per kg. We convert into flour. It is 10 rupees per kg and we make biscuit out of it just for a understanding. We make biscuit out of it just for a understanding. We take a 4 packet biscuit. Its value of 60 rupees. One packet is 20 rupees. So I should not take 8 rupees, 10 rupees. Only I should take only 60 rupees because add counting 8 and 10, then double and triple of the some things. So this is the meaning of only the final products it's to be take. So many things are used in day to day in a life. It came from the primary sector, that come from the secondary sector, that come from the tertiary sector. So only the value of the final goods or services must be taken. Let us understand us the value of final goods and services produced in each sector during a particular year provides the total production of the sector for that year. Let's understand GDP better with the help of this graph. See the graph. How to know the total production of each sector. In 1973 and 74, from the primary sector we had to 2.6 lakhs, secondary sector 1.3 lakhs and tertiary sector 1.5 lakhs. The total income is in form of crores, so 5.4 lakhs crore. टोटल जो 73 एंड 74 में फॉर्म ऑफ करोड़ 5 lakhs crore. This was the from 3 sectors. This is the GDP in 73-74. And we come a little front 13-14, 2013-14, from primary sector jump to 2.629 lakhs and secondary sector 1.3 lakhs to 35 lakhs and tertiary sector 1.5 lakhs to 35 lakhs. The total income from all three sectors 57 lakhs crore. So this is the GDP, that is gross domestic products of our country. In the year 13-14 how did we make progress? कि 13-14 में जाके एकदम से जो एक डाटा है, जो एक ग्राफ है, चेंज हो रहा है, ये किस टाइप से हो गया? हाउ डिड वी मेड प्रोग्रेस? हाउ डिड वी इवॉल्व ग्रेजुअली फ्रॉम प्राइमरी टू सेकेंडरी, सेकेंडरी टू tertiary sector? For that we have to look at the historical change in the important or different sectors of the Indian economy. इसको हम 3 स्टेज में डिवाइड करते हैं. द फर्स्ट स्टेज में हम क्या कहेंगे? इसमें फर्स्ट स्टेज में क्या आ रहा है कि दैट टाइम्स इज मेन एक्टिविटी, स्टार्टिंग में फर्स्ट स्टेज में कि मेन एक्टिविटी, द मेन ऑक्यूपेशन ऑफ द पीपल ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड वाज एग्रीकल्चर. So we can say that in the initial stage of development, primary sector was most important sector of human activity, because the new agriculture or mining or fishing, most people were employed in this sector and most of the goods produced were natural products. Agricultural sector that prospered and produced much more food than before. Buying and selling increased many times and new professional developed like a craft person, traders, administrators, transporters and even army etc. So this was stage 1. नाउ वी कम टू स्टेज सेकेंड. तो सेकेंड स्टेज में क्या था? न्यू मेथड्स ऑफ मैन्युफैक्चरिंग वर इंट्रोड्यूस्ड. सेकेंड स्टेज तक आते आते जो नए नए मेथड्स हैं मैन्युफैक्चरिंग के, वो क्या आ गए? हमारे सामने आए. फैक्ट्रीज कम अप एंड स्टार्टेड एक्सपेंडिंग वर्क. पीपल बिगेन टू वर्क इन फैक्ट्रीज इन ए लार्ज नंबर एंड पीपल बिगेन टू यूज गुड्स प्रोड्यूस्ड इन फैक्ट्रीज में अवेलेबल जो गुड्स थे वो क्या अवेलेबल? इन द चीप रेट्स. सेकेंडरी सेक्टर ग्रेजुअली बिकम द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट इन प्रोडक्शन एंड एम्प्लॉयमेंट. सो दैट वी कैन से दैट इन सेकेंडरी सेक्टर कि किस टाइप से हमने चेंजेस. आई कम टू स्टेज थर्ड में, दैट इज इन द लास्ट 50 years. The last 50 years seen that there has been a shift from secondary sector to tertiary sector. It becomes the most important in terms of total production and employment. Let us understand with the help of GDP again. Now if you see the share of GDP in each sector in 1973. See the graph. Sector in 73 and 74. Initially primary sector 40%. Primary sector 40%, secondary sector 12%, tertiary sector 48%. Again in the year 13-14, share of sectors in GDP in percentage, primary sector is just within 12%, secondary sector 20%, tertiary sector 68%. अब चेंजेस देखो. सेकेंडरी सेक्टर क्या हुआ? सेकेंडरी सेक्टर फर्स्टली प्राइमरी सेक्टर कितना था? 42 कितना हो गया? 42 12. इट मीन्स रिड्यूस हुआ. दिस इज ए गुड एंड सेकेंडरी सेक्टर हैज़ इंक्रीज्ड फ्रॉम 12 to 20 and tertiary sector also increased 48 to 68. We can say that over the 40 years production in all three sectors has increased, but increased in tertiary sector. Let us some of the reasons कि क्या टर्शरी सेक्टर मोस्टली क्या हुआ है, राइज हुआ है. तो लेटेस्ट सम ऑफ द रीजंस फॉर राइजिंग इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ टर्शरी सेक्टर इन इंडिया. राइजिंग इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ टर्शरी सेक्टर इन राइजिंग. तो फर्स्टली क्या है, मैनी बेसिक सर्विसेज प्रोवाइडेड बाय द गवर्नमेंट increased. Many basic services provided by the government increased. Basic services, it includes hospitals, educational institutions, post office, telegraph service, postal service, police station, court, villages, administrator offices, defense, transport, banking, insurance companies, etc. All companies या all services are increased by the government. Development of agricultural and industries leads to development of services. एग्रीकल्चरल और इंडस्ट्री में डेवलपमेंट हुई तो डेवलपमेंट ऑफ सर्विस लाइक ए ट्रांसपोर्ट, communication as income levels of rise, sections of people demand more services and that's why the malls were come. Income levels of rise, sections of people, जैसे जैसे लोगों की जो इनकम लेवल थी वो राइज होती गई, वैसे वैसे पीपल्स की डिमांड क्या थी, मोर सर्विसेज, और ज़्यादा फैसिलिटेड सर्विसेज उनको क्या थी, रिक्वायरमेंट होने लगी. दैट इज़ वाई द मॉल्स आर कम. न्यू सर्विसेज डिवेल्प्ड. दीज न्यू सर्विसेज आर, one is IT and other one is communication, which is become a essential part of our life. Now, not all the services sector a growing equally well, but अभी भी क्या है कि सभी जो सेक्टर्स हैं वो इक्वली क्या नहीं कर रहे हैं, डेवलप नहीं हो रहे, इक्वली ग्रो नहीं कर पा रहे हैं. इक्वली ग्रो ना कर पाने के रीजंस क्या हैं? टर्शरी सेक्टर ज़्यादा हो रहा है, सेकेंडरी सेक्टर कम हो रहा है, इक्वली ग्रो क्यों नहीं कर पा रहे हैं? सर्विस सेक्टर इन इंडिया एम्प्लॉयज़ डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ पीपल. कि सर्विस सेक्टर में क्या है, एम्प्लॉयड हैं different kinds of people but different types of labor. People, that is different types of labor. One can unskilled like a lot of landless laborers working in fields. Next is semi-skilled people who can develop skill in a year and start working like making basket. Then people skills. The people are required many years and developing those skills and highly skills like engineers, doctors, scientists come into that category. So limited number of services employees, highly skilled and educated workers. कि जो skilled workers थे, जो highly skilled workers थे, वो क्या थे, उनके जो numbers थे या उनकी जो संख्या थी वो क्या थी, बहुत ही कम थी. Large number of services employees, small shopkeepers, repair person, transport persons, आप कह सकते हैं grocery, vegetable vendors, etc. And they barely manage to earn a living, have no alternative opportunities to work, and that is the reason not all the sectors is growing equally well. Next topic, we see the next topic, role or contribution of three sectors in employment and GDP. Contribution in employment. Primary sectors remain the major sector in case of its contribution employment opportunities. At the time of independence, near about 75% of people were engaged in the sector. प्राइमरी सेक्टर में 75% पीपल्स क्या थे, engaged थे टाइम ऑफ द independence, and present time about 62% of total population of India is performing primary activities according to an estimate, and secondary provides employment to near about 18% total population of India. कि 18% टोटल पॉपुलेशन कहाँ एंगेज्ड है, इन द सेकेंडरी सेक्टर, एंड 20% पीपल आर गेनिंग देयर लिवलीहुड फ्रॉम टर्शरी एक्टिविटीज़. 20% पीपल एंगेज इन द टर्शरी एक्टिविटीज़. नेक्स्ट इज कंट्रीब्यूशन इन जीडीपी. कंट्रीब्यूशन क्या रहा प्राइमरी सेक्टर, सेकेंडरी सेक्टर एंड टर्शरी सेक्टर का. प्राइमरी सेक्टर कंट्रीब्यूट नियर अबाउट 25% इन जीडीपी. अदर then secondary sector contribute 25% in GDP of India, and tertiary sector 50%. total GDP of India comes from 50% जो है वो कहाँ से आ रहा है, comes from the tertiary sector. तो this lesson complete. The next lecture. Thanks.